In this video, I'll demonstrate how to integrate Tecan Spark readers with MyAssays Desktop for fully automated data analysis. I have open the Spark method editor. Let's start with a simple example. I'll use a 96 well microplate and add an absorbance step. Pressing Start will collect measurements. Once measurements are completed, the Excel file is automatically opened and saved to this location. Reviewing the measurement data file, we can scroll down to see our absorbance values. I have an example simple protocol file I've already created. Closing out of the data file, I'll open the protocol file. This protocol performs typical ELISA analysis. However, because I'm working with simulation data, I've configured the protocol file to use a curve from my curve library. Let's import the data file we've just created into this protocol. I'll select Import to open the Import wizard. I'll select to import my measurements, and on the next step I'll browse for and select my measurement data file. On the next step, we can see our measurement data file has been successfully imported, and pressing Finish will calculate our results. We can see our measurement data file was imported from the specified location, and scrolling down we can see our sample table with the concentration of our results calculated. We could export this report using these quick options to open in Excel, Word, or export as PDF. We could also use the Export wizard for custom options such as exporting in a format for limbs. Now let's create a different data set and create a custom protocol for import. Back in the Spark method editor, let's again use a 96 well plate, but this time let's collect kinetic measurements. I'll open our 96 kinetics method, and you can see here this method will read 5 cycles of absorbance measurements. Pressing Start will collect our measurement. Here our Excel data file has opened and has automatically been saved. Scrolling down, we can see the measurement values. Let's create a custom protocol for this analysis. Within the MyAssays Desktop Explorer, I'll select New Protocol to open the New Protocol wizard. I'll select the My Data is in a File or Spread Across Multiple Files option, and browse for and select the data file we've just created. On the next step, we can see our measurement data has been automatically imported. We can view it in a plate form, pad format, select positions to display on the chart, as well as view the imported metadata. Next, we can select the sample types included in our assay, and for this assay, I'll select a simple layout containing unknown samples only. On the next step, we can specify the plate layout. I'll select the layout with unknowns and singlicate. If none of these available layouts match our plate layout, we can create a new one from scratch using the Create option or select Edit to edit an existing layout. Here we can see our data with a plate overlay, showing all green for our unknown sample designation. Next, we can name our protocol and optionally add a description. I'll name this protocol file 96 Kinetics Average. On the final step, we can review our protocol summary and press Finish to launch the protocol. Once the protocol file opens, we can see our sample table containing the sample IDs, their positions, and their thumb plots. Let's add some simple analysis. Opening Properties, Transforms, I'll select Add, and add an XY reduction average transform. This will calculate the average Y value for each of the thumb plots. Recalculating, we can see the addition of an average column to our sample table, reporting the calculated average Y value. Now let's configure this analysis to be performed automatically as soon as measurement data is completed. I'll select Import to open the Import wizard and select to import measurements. I'll browse for and select the same measurement data file. Leaving the Use Existing Measurement Import Configuration checkbox selected, I'll press Next. On the next step, I'll deselect the Calculate Results checkbox because we've already calculated results for this data file. I'll select the Automatically Launch this protocol when a new measurement file is detected via Folder Pull checkbox, and press Next. Here we can configure the associated settings. The folder to be monitored for the addition of new measurement data files defaults to the location of the currently selected data file. I'll select the Browse option and select the Workspaces folder. I'll also select the Include Subfolders option. The next field allows us to further restrict which files should be imported. The asterisk means essentially anything. So with this filter, any new XLSX files added to the specified folder will be imported for analysis. Let's take a moment to look at the default organization for measurement data files exported from Spark. These data files are exported to the Workspaces folder, with each run contained in a subfolder with the method name and measurement date and time. I'd like to restrict the files to be imported to only include the files created using the 96 kinetics method. So I'll enter the file filter 96 kinetic _**xlsx to import data files beginning with the method name 96 kinetic followed by any additional characters such as the date and time. So with these settings, we've configured the poll to monitor the Workspaces folder and all subfolders for the addition of any new XLSX data files beginning with the file name 96kinetic_. Using this drop-down box, we can select what should happen when a new file is detected. The default option is to launch the protocol and import data for review, but I'll instead select to launch the protocol, import data, calculate results, create and open an XLSX report, and then exit. Using the advanced options, you can further customize the actions that should be performed. On the next step, we can review the configuration summary and I'll deselect the Import Data File Now for Analysis checkbox and press Finish. I'll save the changes to the protocol file and close. Back in the Spark method editor, let's collect another measurement data file using our 96 kinetic method. I'll press Start to begin the measurements. Once measurements are complete and the file has been automatically saved to the specified location, MyAssays Desktop opens our custom 96 average protocol, imports the data file, calculates results, exports the report to an Excel file, and closes, all without any additional user intervention. Next, let's briefly go over some helpful settings from the Spark Control dashboard. When working with an automated workflow, it's recommended to not open the XLSX data file once completed. Within the Spark Control dashboard, select the left panel and select Settings. From these options, select Data Handling, and here we can select the Results drop-down box and select the Do Not Open on Completion option. Here, please also ensure the destination drop-down box is set to New Workbook. If you have any questions about integrating Spark with MyAssays Desktop or configuring automated data analysis, please email us at support@myassays.com.